Deborah Armstrong from different listeners.
All right, everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to Vista Center's Tech It Out with Vista. My name is Ryan, and I am the Assistive Technology Department Manager here at the Vista Center. I'm thrilled that all of you are able to join us today for today's presentation. We're super excited that Agiga is here. We are recording today's meeting. If you do not want to be recorded, you can turn your camera off or exit the Zoom meeting. In a couple of weeks, today's recording will be available on our website at vistacenter.org under accessible under accessible technology, and then Tech It Out. It will also be uploaded to our YouTube channel, so be sure to check it out. And if you are so graceful enough, please give us a like and a follow. We do hold these monthly tech meetings. It's the first Friday of every month. As an attendee today, your name is on our Tech It Out email list, and you'll be able to receive the meeting announcements 1 to 2 weeks prior to each meeting. To ensure that we all enjoyed today's presentation, I've asked that you please mute yourself. And then during the Q&A, please raise your hand. If you would like to ask a question, be called upon. I will call on people in the order that you've raised your hand. And then when I call on you, please unmute yourself then. For those not familiar with Zoom meeting shortcuts, on a PC, Alt plus Y is to raise and lower your hand. Alt plus A is to mute and unmute. On a Mac, it's Option Y to raise and lower your hand, and Command Shift A to mute and unmute your audio. On a phone, it's *9 to raise and lower your hand, and *6 to toggle the mute and unmute. We also have one other option for PC to have an instant mute and unmute, and that is to hold down the space bar. You will instantly be muted, and then when you release the space bar, the mic will automatically be closed and you'll be muted again. So without further delay, I would like to introduce to you the team from Agiga. They'll talk about their EchoVision smart glasses. They've been with us for quite some time. They'll talk about their history and Vista Center and their experience with us. And we're just so grateful to hear about their progress and where they are today. So without further delay, I'll pass it over to you.
Hey, thank you, Ryan. I really love the tutorial at the beginning. We should learn that. Actually, we have been holding webinar since last week, and we were giving people tutorial on how to using the tool. But I think your introduction is way better. I will make sure I look at the transcript of the recording and put that into our next webinar. Okay, so I'm the CEO of Agiga. Agiga, we are a company located in Silicon Valley, started next year. So ever since we started, we have been working with Vista Center. I started as a volunteer, and Neeraj, the staff, like assigned me tasks to help people on different things. And in the middle of last year, we launched a small trial program for people to use WhatsApp and Meta Ray-Ban glasses to use a service provided by us so that we can better understand the needs of the blind community. And thank you those who joined that, and hope you had some fun through this. And we announced the product end of last year in actually at Vista Center's Entrepreneur Demo Day. And that's our first debut to show product demo. And Kevin, who happened to be at the demo day, tried our product and really loved it. Kevin was working at Apple at the time, and he wrote a post about this and put it on AppleVis. And then later on, Kevin became our first paid customer when we opened it up for pre-order. And now Kevin is our chief visionary and evangelist for the company. And along the way, Ryan and other people gave us lots of support. We gave a talk at a lunch session last year at the Vista Center in person with 40 people in-house. And there are lots of great feedback we received from there, and also people pre-ordered on site there. So we really would really love to be back and to give you the latest update of the product and to hear an update you may and any feedback you may have. So Kevin, anything you want to add?
Yeah, it's great to be reconnected with the Vista Center. As Sharon mentioned, the company was started last year in March. Xiaoran and also their CTO Wasan, they're ex-Amazon and Googlers, and then I've worked at both Google and Apple and have about 2 decades of digital accessibility experience. So we come at this from like a tech accessibility perspective, and then I happen to come across Vista Center or Agiga at the entrepreneurial pitch competition, or they call it the Pitch Fest, in October last year. I think when I looked through the list or kind of the exhibitors, I don't even not sure if I recall seeing their Giga's name, but was just browsing around the different booths and happened to come across them. I've personally have owned or used all the different wearable glasses, from the Orcam to the Envision, the Celeste, the Meta Ray-Bans, and eSight. I actually did an eSight demo at Vista Center, I think, a long time ago as well. And when I found out about the Agiga Echo Vision, the thing that really got me interested or excited about it was I guess, the overall. At the time, I can admit that I was also an early adopter of Meta Ray-Bans, been using them for almost 2 years, and was using them at the time to do like the look and tell and to do videos and to kind of have things described as well as also kind of logged for later. And the thing that kind of attracted me to Echo Vision was it was described as being an open platform to work with apps that we love and enjoy as blind people. And I remember trying out their scene description where you can do just a single button press and have the scene described. I was like, great, I don't have to talk to the glasses. I can just have single discreetly press a button and have whatever's in front of me described without any kind of social awkwardness, and I get the information I need. And I also remember trying out Ira, and I was able to call up a remote visual interpreter, professional trained agent, and they were able to hear and see what was going on. I was able to talk to them, and I mean the exhibit hall in the Vista Center wasn't like the level of what you have at CSUN or NFB, but still pretty noisy. And but it worked reasonably well. And I remember requesting a private demo, and Wasan, the CTO, came out to my place and was able to get at least an hour-long demo, try out the different features, and remember even trying out Google Lookout on it. Was able to read out like different cards that I had in my pocket, currency, and then try out RMB My Eyes in more detail and have a sense of the how wide and how powerful the camera is. And then yeah, later on got just recommended different like features and brought up things around like people description and transit directions, and was really impressed with how quickly the technology engineering people at Giga were able to implement these things. And I remember having a conversation with the CTO about the people description feature. I was like, what? He's like, what is it that you want? I was like, well, Seeing AI has a very basic version where it can describe there's a man, they're middle aged, they're smiling. I'm like, this is a good start, but I'm not happy with it. He's like, what do you want? I was like, so what do you see as a sighted person, or what does sighted people generally see when they see people? And that's what I want. So that's what we have in the EchoVision. It's the first ever AI glasses for the blind that actually will describe people in full detail. And then they surprised me with a bonus feature of facial recognition. So familiar faces, you can also add name and title. And then I also requested a thing around transit directions because I'm sure as blind people, there have been plenty of times where we've gotten to a transit stop and we just missed the bus or train or just took off or they closed doors since we got there. So it got to a thing. It got to yeah. So the transit directions, you're able to voice command any navigate to any point of interest or address, and then it's able to tell you where to walk to, transit schedule, and preview. But I'm going to pass it back to Sharon. Hold on.
Yes. So I think the way how we run so far is like every step we have been working closely with the blind community. Since last year, we started by involving people to share their pain point in their life. And when we have a new feature, we will show it to our customer to uh, use it and give us feedback. Also, we always welcome suggestions and feedback to our product. And I just said we have been host webinars in the past 2 weeks. There's so many great ideas coming out of that. And also, you're welcome to share this, to have discussion on our Facebook group, which is EchoVision user and friend, EchoVision Smart Glasses Friends and Families on Facebook. Uh, and also we have a Google group with the same name as well. So we really enjoy this experience to work with the community along the way. And that's the thing what we're really proud of. So EchoVision is a smart glasses made with, by, and for the blind and low vision people.
Yeah, I can add a bit more. Yeah, it's really about community involvement, and that was another thing that I really enjoyed about EchoVision by Giga, that not only did they were making this for people who are blind, but they were also actively involved with the community. And now with me being involved, it's the first kind of that me as a blind person that is actually made by, with, and for blind people. And I'm the chief visionary evangelist. And the visionary aspect is, I guess, two parts. Kind of, I thought it'd be a little humorous for a blind person to be a visionary, but the more important aspect is me kind of really being networked and connected with a lot of blind people in the community, bringing all the blindness cultures, expectations, and our insights into the company. So it's truly every phase, every process is kind of thoroughly thought from a blindness perspective. And then the evangelism part is interacting with the community, going to different trade shows and things like webinars and interacting with the blind community. Yeah, so that's kind of a little bit more background.
Okay, I see Ryan is gone and people are raising hands. Okay, Ryan's back. So I'm thinking how we're going to do it today. I want to
First
kind
and
of
foremost.
rough idea, like how many people are new to EchoVision? If we should still maybe give a high level introduction of the product, what do you think, Ryan?
We would love the introduction. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, Kevin, are you good? I saw your daughter is near you.
Yeah, I'm
Help
on
her.
baby right now. She wants me to play ball with her. So kind of a high level intro of what EchoVision is, or Giga's mission to empower every life. And with EchoVision, it's a useful, helpful, affordable AI smart glasses wearable, and it's intended to provide scene description, read off text, describe what people look like, facial recognition, transit directions, as well as connect with Ira and Be My Eyes. And I think maybe we can probably do some demos and then answer questions.
Yeah, that would be wonderful if you could do a demonstration
Oh,
and
actually, let me do a quick walkthrough of what the glasses look and feel like. So I've got them in my hand. They look and feel like regular sunglasses. So if I'm holding them facing me, the top is pretty flat, and then the sides are kind of rounded, and then the bottom's kind of more on the flat side, and then it curves towards the center. And as it's facing me, on the top left corner is the camera. It's a 13 megapixel wide angle landscape camera. And the reason that's important is it has a wider field of view, actually 54% more than other AI smart glasses. So it's helpful for being able to see kind of describe things in more wider detail for the AI as well as humans. And then on the far left side, I mean the far right side is facing me, the top right is an LED indicator, and it's able to uh let people know if you're taking a picture or if something's being recorded. Um, and then on this kind of regular lens, we have different lens options from clear, transition, prescription, sunglasses, and magnetic shade. And then so if I open up the arms now on the top, now the glasses are, let's say if I'm gonna wear it, the camera would now be in the top right, and then the LED indicator would be on the top left. And on the top, on the arm itself, on the top edge, closer towards the frame, is a longer rectangular skinny button, and we call that the AI button. So it's right maybe a quarter inch away from the frame, the lens itself. And on the left side, there's a similar button. Um, there's another button on the left side that's similar. And we call that the camera button. Um, and then hold on, I'll
You wouldn't know about that, Ryan, would you?
no, no, it's not mine today. It's not my 2 or 3 year old.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm back. Sorry about that. So on the back right arm, there's a USB-C port in the back right. So that what that allows you to do is connect to USB-C power banks or kind of to charge. But we also have the traditional way of charging using the nose bridge, and then you put it in the case and can charge. And then on each of the arms, there's a speaker in each arm, so you have stereo sound. It's kind of open ear audio where the sound kind of points more towards your ears. We have 4 microphones on board, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and a whole kind of onboard compute from like CPU, storage, RAM, and so forth. And then yeah, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And then and then the other thing I'm holding and putting up is we have a third-party neckband speaker, neckband battery pack that kind of, if anyone's familiar with neckband speakers, it's kind of similar in concept, and it's sits around the back ear on your shoulder or on the back of your neck, and there's 2 USB-C ports on the back on the left side, so you can connect it to. So what I'm going to do now is connect the USB-C port to the back right arm of the glasses, and then put the glasses on, and then connect the USB-C cord to the battery pack on the left side. So now I have a cord coming around from the back of the glasses around to the back of my neck, and then it's connected to the battery pack. So what this allows for is we have typically 4 to 6 hours of battery on the glasses for typical use. But if you're more a power user, or if you're using like any live modes, you can extend the battery essentially indefinitely and power and charge it while you're using it. And so I mentioned kind of the live mode. We also, beyond be able to like all the magic happens with the AI button in the top right. So if I'm wearing it, the button's again in the top right on the edge of the arm, closer towards the lens. You single press it for an image or scene description. Basically, it takes the picture, describes what it sees, which includes scene, people, faces, and text. And then you double press to stop or exit. And then you triple press for live AI mode, which is essentially like a video description. It'll provide as close to real-time audio descriptions as possible. You press 4 times quickly for book reading mode, which will allow you to read like medical, financial, or any personal identifiable information. Or the cool thing is you can actually hold a physical book in your hand, kind of look at the page, or have the camera face the page, press it, and can read the left side and right side. You can flip through the book, and then you press it 5 times, it'll do a status indicator. So that's kind of a walkthrough of how the glasses feel and some of the functionality. And I think we have some demos that we can kind of provide so you guys can better experience and hear what this sounds like in action.
Yeah. So I would be asked for to allow me to be lazy today, as we have been showing demos now webinars, and we have recording those. If you don't mind, I'll play the recording of the demos. So the first demo we're going to show you is error call. So it's actually very easy. You can trigger by voice command, say calling human agent or calling error, and the call will go through. So let me start this and let me know if you can hear it. Call human agent.
Yes.
Good, great.
Calling error.
And it's triggering the call to error.
So what Xiaoran did was push and held that top right AI button, listen for a tone.
Ira, this is Julie.
Hello, this is Xiaoran. How about you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Can you tell me what's in front of me?
Sure, of course. It looks like we are looking at a desk. There are two brown chairs, sort of looking like they might be tucked into the desk that is to your left. On the desk, there's a computer. On the far left wall, there's a refrigerator, and it looks like a kitchen area. There is a hallway that goes past that refrigerator to the right, past the right wall. To your right, it looks, and this is a Safeway, looks like coupon or deal advertisement.
Okay, great. Thank you. That's all I need right now. Thank you very much. You can hang up now.
Of course. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. So I asked the error agent to give the description of my surrounding. Also, I burned up this Safeway flyer, asked her to recognize it for me. So the next thing I want to show you is a feature called scene description. This is something to give you a detailed description of what's in front of you, similar as what Era did, but this is done by AI.
Yeah, the thing with the Ira, we are the only kind of affordable AI smart glasses that would directly connect with the Ira. And as you saw how kind of easy and seamless with a simple voice command, she was able to get an Ira agent on.
So I'm putting back these glasses. I'm facing my kitchen, and let's see what it says about my kitchen and if it matches what Era says about it. But I have to say, Era didn't recognize the counter. I'm actually putting my laptop and monitor on the kitchen counter, on the side of the kitchen counter to work, so that I have more things to be told while doing this demo. but error agent actually didn't recognize this kitchen counter. That's a desk. Let's see what does the AI say about it.
The scene shows a modern kitchen and dining area. On the left, there is a stainless steel refrigerator and a stove with pots and pans on it. White cabinets are above the stove and refrigerator. In the center, there is a dark-colored table with various items on it, including a water bottle, a tissue box, papers, and a pink plate. A brown chair is positioned at the table on the right side. The walls are white, and there are recessed ceiling lights illuminating the space.
What's the color of the water bottle?
We're gonna have a funny AI.
On the table appears clear and colorless.
What's the color of the bottle?
The bottle on the table is brown with a darker brown cap.
Okay, so in the scene description mode, after giving this description, you can actually ask follow-up question. So I ask a follow-up question, what's the color of the water bottle? At the beginning, it said the color of the water, which I guess she understand the question wrong. But then I asked her, she corrected, say, okay, it's in brown with a brown cap on it, which is correct. You can also ask questions like, oh, is there a bottle on the table, or is there chairs there? Yeah, so that's the first two demos we have so far. And another thing people really love about Echo Vision is, besides being able to describe scenes, it can describe human persons. It can even, well, I'll not spoil it, I'll give you a surprise. So when doing this demo, I'm holding the glasses away from me, but with the camera facing me, so that it's pretending someone else is using the product. And I press a single button to trigger the AI to take actions. And during this, everything is done without a question getting asked.
A middle-aged woman of East Asian descent with light brown skin, dark brown eyes, and short, straight black hair. She appears to be of average height with a medium build. Her face is framed by bright red glasses, and her expression is neutral and direct. I recognize this person. This is Xiaoran Wang, CEO of Agiga Inc.
So this is a demo we show to hundreds of people at different trade shows since CSUN and the just past ACB and NFB. And I think people really love to do this. They test this on their friends, on their loved ones. And the reason why we had this feature is, while we will bring a product for people to use, I often found the blind people, they want to know how people look like. Unfortunately, this is something other product could not do. And I said, okay, I really want people to be able to see their loved ones, what they are wearing, what expression they are having. And that's why we had this feature. Okay. So I wonder, shall we continue doing the demos? Shall we do a few questions?
We can, if you want to field a few questions, and then if you want to, continue the demo, I know that it can also connect with Be My Eyes and so forth. And but let's do a few questions. Morgan, I see that you have your hand up. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Sorry, Ryan, were you calling on me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Great. So I have quite a few questions. I will do my best to keep this as brief as possible. So my first question is regarding the scene description. You'd mentioned that, you press the button and you can ask a follow-up question. Is it using the scene description that it took originally to answer the question? And because the meta glasses can do that feature, but it's using the same scene description. So for example, if it misses something, you have to sometimes take the picture again. So I'm wondering if it's the same case there. That's my first question.
So the way the follow-up question works is depending on how you ask it, you're like depend on the tense, you're like either you can have it focus on something more specific or tell me more about let's say that flyer, for example, that Safeway flyer she had earlier. You're like, read more, or tell me more about the different items.
Mhm.
It can continue, or it can also like in the live AI mode, for example, it'll kind of scan and tell you about that when it sees that new information.
Great. Second question for transit options, because that's one of the things that you guys talked about. Will it tell you cross streets?
So the way to transit is more of a route schedule and a route preview to kind
Mhm.
of give you a heads up. I kind of more describe it as the use case of you can know if you have time to walk to that transit stop or to catch that transit, or if you need to wait for the next one, or if you really need to go, you have enough time, you need to run to it. And it also helps you build out that mental map of which line to catch, which direction, where to transfer, and where to walk to. It's not intended for like real time like navigation.
Okay. Okay. So it's not like one of the it's not like the Stellar Trek then for that, for example.
Correct. But we do EchoVision can work as a Bluetooth headset to your smartphone and
Mhm.
whatever apps you have on there, whether it be like Good Maps, Voice Vista, Soundscape, or Google Maps, or a number of those Blind Square and different blindness GPS or mainstream GPS apps. It will whatever audio outputs, text to speech information it's telling you about. It will you can hear that information through EchoVision.
Okay, fabulous. Um, the next thing is the last question is kind of a three-parter. So the first part is for book reading. You'd mentioned that when you're in the book reading mode, that it so sorry, voiceover is babbling at me. When you're in the book reading mode, you turn a page and it will just read the next page. So I'm curious, is it using live AI mode for that? Is it using more of like an OCR to also piggyback off of that first part?
Let me answer them
Oh
one
yeah, go
part at a
ahead.
time
Go
before.
ahead.
So the book reading mode, it's not a continuous like live feed, otherwise the battery would drain extremely quickly. So it's gonna snap a picture and then read like the left and right page, and then once it's done reading that the visible text, then it'll other the word next page, and then that's where you can physically flip the page and then press the top right A button to capture the next and have the
The
next set of pages read.
okay, okay, that makes sense. It only does text in this mode, right? Like it won't do, say a diagram or pictures.
Correct. In the book reading mode, it's only going to read text, but if you want like diagrams, pictures, and other things described, it's best to then use the scene description.
Okay, great. The next question I have, and this is something that just, if it doesn't exist, just kind of putting it out there as a suggestion that I think would be neat, is the ability to somehow share files from your, like, let's say your files app, right? To the glasses, upload them to the glasses. That way, if you have a document you'd like read, maybe you're trying to follow instructions for something, you can read read it on the glasses while simultaneously also asking the glasses questions about maybe whatever you're working on. I think Amazon Alexa Plus was doing something like this. I haven't had a chance to test that. I'm still waiting, but that's where I got the idea from.
Well, we might not support that directly because we do work with this Bluetooth headset where you have audio in and out. You can, I guess, as a semi workaround, you can upload whatever file you have to any of the different AI services that are out there, from ChatGPT to like Gemini, Copilot, and then you can have it in the voice, those things in the voice mode. You can interact with it through the headset.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you for those great questions. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Morgan. Deborah, I see that you have your hand up.
Yeah, so mine is also about navigation. I am curious, how you handle these kinds of scenarios. Typically, my biggest problem is that I'm lost. And yeah, I can use Voice Vista and Blind Square and all that stuff, but it does not actually help sometimes when, okay, so example, Uber has dropped me off across the street from my location multiple times, and I thought I was on the correct side of the street. So I walked up and down and couldn't find my location because GPS is not accurate enough to recognize that I got dropped off near there, but not exactly there. Um, is there any way that you can integrate with location services so that by the general location, but you can also take a picture and say to me something like, oh, but you're across the street from where you think you are. I mean, this happens to me all the time. Also, I work at De Anza College. There's a lot of construction now, so I'm having to take different routes to get to buildings. And I really would like it to be able to look at a map and then tell me how far off I am from where I'm supposed to be. We also have a bus stop that's in the middle of a parking lot, and I tend to wander around between aisles of cars trying to find the stupid thing. So yeah, how can you help me get unlost? And I will go back on mute now.
Thank you, Deborah. Great question. Yeah, I experienced that whole thing of being lost as a blind person or trying to find transit bus stops. The other day, I was actually trying to find a bus, couldn't find it, and I had to walk a mile and a half, and then got caught in 3 different construction zones, barricade, and all kinds of fun stuff. So totally understand. As far as Uber rideshare dropping you off at the wrong location, I guess the common practice that I do before I get out, I ask them where's my whatever address or point of interest that I'm going to is on their side of the car, is it on my side? And so that's kind of like a little tip. I'm sure you probably have done that too, and probably have varying level of success depending on the language and culture barriers. But just kind of, I guess, human assistants who kind of guide you because the functionality that we have on Echovision is we do have the ability to call an R agent and they can see your determine your location. So the AI things aren't going to really help a whole lot. I mean, you might be able to take some pictures or use live AI mode, but it's really between the human driver in the Uber or the human professional trained agent in the IRO. Between those two, you should be able to get unlost or to your destination.
Thanks for that question. Tom, I see that you have your hand up.
Okay, great. I'm glad you work with Ira. I've been with them since the beginning, 100% success. Just really enjoy working with them. Let's say a scenario where I'm downtown and it's frustrating. There's 3 buses sitting in front of me, 1A going to Main Street, 5C going to wherever Turnpike, 3 different signs on the different buses sitting in front of me. What is the best way to figure out which one I need the 1A going to Main Street?
So personally, what I've done in that situation is just ask people, like, hey, I'm trying to catch the 1A to Main Street. Can you tell me where it is? Honestly, that's going to be the fastest. People are going to be locally, contextually familiar with the buses. The thing with AI, like to do a scene description in live AI mode, it's going to take quite a bit of time for the camera to see the different buses and to be able to identify it. And also, if you connect an R agent, it's gonna they may pull up the location, they may not see the bus, something may be obstructing. If let's say it's the second or third bus behind and you're blocked by the first bus, the likelihood of our agent seeing it, because I've used or tried these different things, and the kind of more foolproof measure is just asking somebody who's local who takes the bus and knows the bus system there. Between AI or a professional trained agent, there's just gonna be too many obstructions in a way and context that's missing.
All right. Can I do a second question now?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's say that I met you at a conference or wherever. So first, how do I put you into the face recognition and then 2 hours later I come back and now you're in the system to be recognized. How do I get that information? So how do I put you in and then access it?
So we're gonna have it where you on the glasses, you can take a few different perspectives of the photo person, like a front on shot, then look to left to right and kind of up and down, just so we capture like the full kind of different angles and views of the person's face, and then you can add the person's name and title. And then later on, when you want to have that person recognized, you would single press the top right AI button once to do a scene description. And in scene description, if it sees a person that it recognizes, it will prioritize people description plus facial recognition.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Great question. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Perla, I see you have your hands up.
Hi. This sounds really interesting. I have two related questions. You said that it will read a book.
Yes.
My first question is, what about magazines, newspapers? How does it deal with columns and pictures and things like that?
So right now in our book reading mode, it's more of kind of reading from start to finish. But if you are having columns and pictures, it's best to do that in like scene description, where I mean, it's then able to use more of the AI as opposed to OCR to actually differentiate and describe the pictures and then also differentiate the columns.
But will it read the stories in the columns?
Yeah. So part of scene description, it will read off text as well. It'll read off the text, identify different columns, and describe the images.
Wow. Okay, my next one is sort of related. I go to operas and plays and am trying to figure out a way to read the super titles. How would this be able to do that on a continuous basis?
Depending on how
Wait a
close
minute. My voiceover is talking.
hit the control key or two-finger tap, or turn off voiceover. I've had to turn it off, so.
No, go ahead. I turned it off. Yeah, I'm listening to your
So
answer.
the thing with like a live show, you can use a live AI mode and it'll provide as close to real-time audio description of the visual elements as possible. The reason I'm kind of caveating as close to real time and as possible is given your internet connection, how strong it is, also the information, the video has to be sent to a network. It then has to get processed by AI. AI has to describe it, then text to be tested to read it out. So it's not like instantaneous as far as like the feedback. It's not gonna be the same as a professional audio describer or somebody kind of if it was actually inclusive and accessible by default. But if you're okay with the 5 to 7 second or so like latency or like it being behind slightly, totally doable. It can the thing with reading out the text, you're gonna have to be depending on how close you are, or some show or theaters have the a monitor next like in front of your seat or behind the seat in front of you type of thing. So if you're looking at it, it will definitely be able to read off the text.
Okay, if I'm looking at it like above the set, I don't want the audio description necessarily. I just want the text. Can I just point directly at the text and it'll read continuously?
We don't have a continuous text reading mode as of yet.
Ah.
And then also if it's like above the set and if it's further away, it may be a little too far.
And it'll see the scene and everything, yeah.
Yeah, because the purpose of live AI mode is more to provide you audio descriptions of the visual world as you're interacting and exploring. Which if it happens to see text, great, but it's not gonna like only focus on text.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Great questions. Thank you.
Before we move on to the next question, I wonder if people want to see the live demo. I saw there are already discussion on that and also book reading mode, but I'm sure there are people who are new to EcoVision. Maybe let me show this demo first, and we can come back to the questions. So for the book reading mode, it's a feature dedicated to read text. Because for AI, lots of the times it's very, subjective. It talk about things that's a summary of the text, or there might be hallucination. So that's why we create this feature that's a so-called dedicated reading mode that will read the text to you word by word without adding any imagination to it. So in this demo, I'm using it to read pages from 2 books. And normally what it does is when it sees a page, it finishes the whole page. And after that, it will remind you to get to the next page. And if the wait has been so long and still it doesn't see the second page, it will exit. So this is exactly what happened. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, I have a book in my hand, and let's get into reading mode.
Ready to read. Just say start to begin, stop to pause, and continue to resume whenever you're ready. One summer day in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania, a mysterious treehouse appeared in the woods. It was filled with books. A boy named Jack and his sister Annie found the treehouse and soon discovered that it was magic. They could go to any time and place in history just by pointing to a picture in one of the books. While they were gone, no time at all passed back in Frog Creek. Jack and Annie eventually found out that the treehouse belonged to Morgan Le Fay, a magical librarian from the legendary realm of Camelot. Next page.
So I'm picking up another book. Let's read a page. The previous book was Magical Tree House, one of the favorite book of my son. Now I'm reading Crashing Through, the book talking about Mike May.
Yeah, Mike May is our advisor to Agiga, and then whenever you want to read a new page, you just single press that top right AI button, and it'll just read the next page.
I'm exiting now.
Oops.
Just ask me to read a book.
Wait
whenever
too long
you're ready.
while we do the talking. Let's go back.
Ready to read. Please. Chapter 1. Mike May's life was near perfect when, on February 11th, 1999, he made his way to the dais in the ballroom of San Francisco's St. Francis Hotel. The 46-year-old businessman had been invited to present the prestigious Kay Gallagher Award for mentoring the blind, an award he'd won himself the previous year. Dozens in the audience knew his history. Blinded at age 3 by a freak accident, 3-time Paralympics gold medalist and current world record holder in downhill speed skiing. Entrepreneur on the verge in bringing a portable global positioning system, GPS, to the blind. Co-inventor of the world's first laser turntable. Mad hut dweller in Ghana. Husband to a beautiful blonde wife in attendance and dressed in a tight black top, short black skirt, and black high heels. Loving father. Former CIA man. People watch. Okay, so that's a demo for book reading mode. As Kevin said, right now we're really focusing on books, which means no columns. For magazines, unfortunately, we do not support it at the moment, but we will support it. It's definitely something doable. And if you have a magazine or have something that has multiple columns, right now, the best way to get an understanding of that is either through scene description or through the live AI mode. As I'm going to show you the live AI mode, during which you can see how it reads a Safely flyer.
Yeah, and a quick comment about Mike May. He's been my mentor for almost 20 years now. I met him when I was like 15, 16 years old, and he was an advisor to Agiga as well.
And I'm showing the live mode by putting my finger around the temple 3 times.
Okay, I see a kitchen area with a refrigerator on the left. In front of you, there is a desk or table covered with papers and office supplies. To your right, there is a tan chair. Beyond the chair is an open doorway. The doorway to your right leads to a hallway with a door at the end. The tan chair is still to your right. The desk in front of you remains cluttered. You're now turning to the right. The tan chair is still beside you. The hallway is now directly ahead, and the door at the end is visible. The desk is on your left. You are now facing an open doorway into another room. There's a bed visible in that room. On the right side of the doorway, there is a gray couch and some cardboard boxes. You are now in a room with a gray couch in front of you. Beyond the couch is a television mounted on the wall with several plants around it. To your left is a doorway into another room where a bed is visible. A decorative plant is on your right. On the left side of the room, you have a door leading to another room where you can see a bed. In front of you, you have a gray sofa, a flat screen TV mounted on the wall, and a couple of indoor plants. You also have a decorative plant on your right. Someone is holding up a Safeway grocery store flyer in front of the camera. In the background,
Can you read the flyer for me?
Okay, the flyer is from Safeway. It says, proud to be local, established 1926. There are some deals listed, including USDA choice boneless beef tip for $5.99 per pound. Is there anything else on the flyer you would like me to read?
Yes, please.
Okay. I also see Taylor Farms chopped salad kits for $3.99. Lay's potato chips or poppables for $2.49. Signature Select boneless pork chops.
Okay, I'm stopping this right now. As you can see, when I do the live, it actually can instantaneously talk about the scene around me before me asking any questions. But if I do have questions, I can interrupt her and ask at any time. Yep. So that's a scene description demo, live scene description demo. I guess we can take more questions now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
Dawn, I saw that you've had your hand up. It does look like it was lowered. Oh, there you go. Go ahead, Dawn.
I noticed it got lowered and put it back up because I didn't mean to do that. I had several questions. Can the glasses call somebody I know through WhatsApp, like you can with Ira and Be My Eyes? So if I'm at a location that me and somebody else know, if I can ask them what's across the street and how far to get places, things like that.
Right. So what's going to happen is you'll be able to enable the glasses to work as a pair of headphones, a pair of Bluetooth headphone. Like if you use your AirPod or other Bluetooth headphone, you'll be able to like summon Siri and then use command to operate your phone to make calls to people. So this experience we are working on to allow you to experience EchoVision.
Okay.
And however, with that said, I have to say if you're doing a FaceTime or WhatsApp FaceTime using the phone, unfortunately, the camera has to be from the phone. It does not come from the glasses.
Right.
But it will allow you to summon Siri, then use voice command to initiate the calls.
Okay, that sounds good. And I was wondering for navigation, if it has some of the time to get to various lectures on Stanford, I had to have Google Maps open so I had a visual landmark of what was coming up. And I had to have Good Maps running because I had to have something to name the buildings I was passing because I had no idea. And I had to run both of them at the same time. So I was wondering for if there was any within the app, if there was a plan for visuals, and you may have answered that in something else, but visuals and
So I mean that I guess if you're it sounds like you may be low vision or something. So I mean that same thing. The main thing the Echo Vision would be able to assist in that case is the audio from Google Maps as far as turn by turn, or from Good Maps, the look around location information. It'll be able to route that to the Echo Vision. But as far as visuals, that's just there's no visual display on Echo Vision.
okay. And which is good. It's good there's no visual display on the glasses itself.
This is made for blind people. I mean,
Yeah. But
there are other things made for low vision people that do have visual displays. It's okay.
If I'm navigating, can the app tell me to turn around? Because some of the GPSs, they continue to give me turn directions, but they don't tell me I've passed the target.
We don't have any dedicated specific navigation functionality on Echo Vision. It's not intended for like navigation or safety.
Okay.
So whatever existing, it just will work as a Bluetooth headset to existing navigation apps that you have on your phone.
Okay. Thank you. Very good.
Thank you. Great questions.
Morgan, I see that your hand is up again.
Hey, Ryan, thank you. So my question was about memory. So for example, let's say, I don't know, it's a shirt I like a lot, and I want the glasses to remember a specific detail about this shirt. So when I'm going through my closet again, I can find it. Can, like, if I tell the glasses, please, thank you for describing the shirt. Please remember, I don't know, this has the, I don't know, Nordstrom logo on it or something. Will the glasses be able to save memories or or reminders that you give it?
That's not a feature as of yet, but it'd be great if you're able to join or post to our Facebook group or our Google groups, Echo Vision, and kind of get some of those feature requests so we can have like community design, build those things with the community.
Yeah.
But I love that feature, but it'd be great to have more community involvement.
Yeah, sure.
Great question. Deborah, I see that your hand's up.
Yeah, I have two questions, but they're not very long. I'm curious about the point and speak. The new live recognition on the iPhone has that nice point and speak feature where you can, you have an appliance that you don't know what button does what. You can point to a button and it will tell you. Very handy in hotels where you're trying to get the air conditioner to work, or you have you're in a laundromat or something. Are you able to work with the iPhone's point and speak? Do you have your own point and speak? And then my second question is sort of a fun one. I'm curious if you've used the live recognition to enjoy your little daughter more. And I'll go back on mute.
Yeah. So the point and speak functionality, that is something that we are looking to supporting right now. It's just more converting visual information to audio, and things around filtering, focusing, finding what's under my finger, what am I pointing at. Those are things. And again, feel free to mentioned to Morgan earlier, feel free to join both, or either one, whatever your preference is, or Facebook or Google groups, and post those type of things you would like to see there. And then based on how you would like to see it work, that type of interaction, type of feedback you would like, and then kind of more the community talking about it and kind of just that kind of raises in popularity. That's kind of we really want to make this by with and for blind people. And I guess as far as the live AI mode, in terms of my daughter, since she keeps on popping up and wants me to play with her and do all kinds of things with her, but we give her chocolate milk and go to the potty and whatever else. So sorry, I have to keep on jump in and out. But the thing I've really enjoyed was like in terms of like the people description with her, especially describing like the facial expression and kind of seeing when she's like not making us being auditory or verbal, kind of have a sense of like what she looks like or her facial expression. Then also in terms of like the live AI mode to have an understanding or kind of play audio described of like what she's doing, especially since she's like really active and engaged. So yeah, particularly helpful when she's doing a variety of different sports or recreational things she does to kind of have a sense and to better have that emotional and meaningful connection.
Great
questions.
Bob, I see that you have your hand up next. Go ahead.
Hi, a couple of quick questions. In the book reading mode, can you speed the voice up?
Yes, absolutely. That was the number one request I had the first time I heard a sentence, more than a sentence or two spoken out of the glasses. So within the app, we have a speech rate slider. I think it goes in like 1.1, like from 1 to 1.1 to like 10% increments essentially, or 1.1 increments, and it goes super fast. I can't remember what it caps out at, but I mean, I typically use screen readers at 600 words a minute, and it will go at least that fast.
Okay. And um, in the live mode, would you be able to look at a television screen and it describe the scene that's playing out on the television?
Yes. Given you're okay with that 5-second latency that I described
Right.
earlier, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
But if possible, if the TV show or movie you're watching has audio description support, that's better to go with. But if it doesn't and you really want to enjoy that show or movie, yeah, this Echovision can do audio describe the TV or movie.
And I assume it could audio describe or live describe a sporting event if you were sitting in the stadium.
Yes.
Huh.
Also, depending on the factors that I would caveat is obviously depending on if you're like whatever they call those nosebleed or those seats are closer towards the front, like
Right.
that would be ideal. Like so then you're just not it's not audio describing the back of people's head or whatever. And whatever they're doing. Oh yeah, the person suddenly in front of you is eating a hot dog. The person sitting next to them is drinking a beer. Like,
Gotcha. Thank you.
Tom, I see that you have your hands up. Or hand, I'm sorry.
I'm really excited. They got both hands raised.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, that's me. It's two questions.
Oh,
What would be the process of? I go to a lot of different new areas, and I'm looking for, let's say, the Safeway, and I got to go across the street, down 3 blocks to the sign that I can't see, make a left, and go a mile, and I can see the Safeway. But the other stuff I can't see and don't know. How would I get started? What would be the actual interaction process?
So I'd recommend using whatever either mainstream or blindness specific GPS you have on your smartphone, and then you can listen to the turn by turn or kind of look around information through the Echovision. And then, but the things specific to Echovision, those things you can just do generally, but things specific to Echovision that would assist in that area is if you want to periodically spot check signage, you can use the scene description, single press the top right AI button, and it'll read off and describe whatever it sees. Or you can, if you want more play-by-play audio describe as you go, you can use the live AI mode. But Yeah, between the existing tools.
So if I walk down, if I walk down 4 blocks and I pass it because I was just supposed to go 3 blocks, it would reroute me, or I'd start over.
The rerouting and starting over, that we don't do any navigation. Echovision doesn't do any navigation, so you would have to use whatever existing navigation apps you use, and Echovision can just serve as a Bluetooth headset to whatever existing GPS you use. So if those things tell you turn around or start over, then that's fantastic. I'm actually not aware of any mainstream or blindness GPS apps that will tell you to turn around or start over, but
Okay. And then whenever is a good time to ask the human sales agent where you can take a look at, get your hands on, and general prices.
so yeah, once you're in the store, like the grocery store, supermarket,
No, for your glasses.
what's your question?
For the glasses, what type of prices are we looking at for purchasing, and where do you
Oh,
see?
yeah, so you can pre-order from echovision.agiga.ai, and you can also reach out to us via phone if anyone is having issues or would prefer to do it online. You can feel free to give us a call to place the order, and I'm just gonna look up the phone number real quick. But the pre-order price is $5.99, and what that gives you is lifetime access to the AI service of you owning glasses. So you won't have to worry about any subscription costs. For the lifetime you owning glasses, a gig will pay the AI usage fees. So if anyone wants to place an order over the phone, it's 408-940-5215. I'm going to repeat that. 408-940-5215. But either way, you can do it on echovision.giga.ai. That's echovision.agiga.ai, or by calling 408-940-5215. That number it's a Google Voice, so reach anyone here, the core members at Agiga. But most likely I've been the one answering and returning calls.
Great questions, Tom. Bob, I see that you have your hand raised.
I'm not sure if you mentioned this, I might have missed it. So when you have the battery pack around your neck connected to the glasses, what is the total runtime that you could get?
I mean, we've used it at week-long conventions at NFB and ACB and CSUN, and it's ran kind of all week. So,
Oh,
but we also we have like a few different pairs of glasses and a few pairs of these things. We just kind of constantly hot swapping them out. So, I think more in this next month or so, we'll kind of have. But the average life of the battery on the glass itself is 4 to 6 hours, and if you're using like any of the live AI modes, book reading, or like video, like Ira, Be My Eyes, like nonstop, it'll kind of cap out at about an hour. But with the battery pack on, you can run it for as long as the battery pack will run for. And then, I mean, you can even swap it out. If you have another pair, another battery pack, you can recharge the battery pack up and then run it off the glasses for a while, and then kind of keep going forever.
great. And what's I'm assuming the battery pack is like an accessory, and how, how much is the battery pack?
It's a third party we found on Amazon. It's
Oh,
made for
okay.
VR headsets originally because people like the Meta Quest or whatever, these different VR headsets, people want to be jacked in for longer.
Gotcha. Thank you.
But we are considering just because we found that a lot of people do like it using with the Echovision as a add-on optional accessory to potentially bundle it for convenience.
Great. Morgan, go ahead.
Hello. Last question, I promise. So I guess two questions here. So the first is, you talked about the pricing and where you can, the phone number and the website you can go to purchase. However,
I know your money's
I
here. Enjoy.
I have periodically looked at your website off and on for, I don't know, the last year or so maybe. And there is no information that I can find regarding official release date. Do you happen to know when that might be?
So we are starting to ship within the next month. So by the start of September, we are shipping. So anyone who pre-ordered starting last year, it's first pre-order, first ship. So anyone who pre-ordered starting last year,
Mhm.
will start to get theirs in about a month. And then people who ordered like a couple weeks ago or kind of will get theirs by like Christmas-ish.
Gotcha. Okay. And then question regarding the battery pack or the charging of the glasses in general. So you'd mentioned there's a USB port on the back of these glasses. However, does the glasses come with a case, like a charging case?
Yes.
Oh,
So
great.
there's two ways to charge, similar to how other smart glasses can charge in the case. So you can charge, I think, a bunch of times. I think we're saying 10 to 15 times
Okay.
in the charging case. And then also, I mean, that'll probably be the way most people typically charge. And
Mhm.
then if you're more of a power user, if you want to have extended use and power and charge it while you're using it, we do have the option of a USB-C port.
Okay, fabulous. Yeah, and I do really like the sound of the battery pack. And last question, are are the lens, like, how do the lenses work? Are these sunglasses? Are these clear glasses? You might have mentioned it earlier, but I'm blanking on what was said, so I'm sorry.
When we're ready, we have a variety of different lens type that you can choose from. So everything
Okay.
from clear, sunglasses, prescription, transition, and one that's unique is a magnetic clip-on shades. So you can have,
Mm.
let's say, clear base lens and then a magnetic shade, so you can kind of control if you want clear inside and sunglasses outside, or when it's bright or kind of glare, you can just or if you want super dark, you can do sunglasses plus magnetic shades.
Oh, very nice. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Morgan. Perla, I see that your hand is raised.
Hi, you just answered part of my question. The other part is size. Do the glasses come in different sizes?
At the moment, no. It's one size, one style, one color fits most. It's a black kind of standard size frame. And the style is kind of what I described earlier. But we have received requests for like a smaller size, and we do plan on doing that once technology and compute and component size shrink and get small enough.
Mm,
I mean, we can technically make a smaller frame, but then it's not gonna be smart. It's just gonna be sunglasses.
right,
You
right,
can't
right,
get all
right.
the computer stuff in it.
Okay, is that phone number on your website?
Yes, it's on agiga.ai under the about section.
Okay, and then if we do the prepayment and we order now, how could we get the battery pack and other things that you provide later? How will that work?
So it's kind of a two-step process. The first, you pre-order by providing your like contact info and payment. So it includes your name, phone number, email address, and then how you pay for it, credit card, debit card, and then later on, when we're ready to ship it to you, we will send an email asking for a few things. The first is your shipping address. Second is the lens type. So there's different ones I mentioned: clear, transition, sunglasses, prescription, magnetic shade. And then third is any additional add-on accessories, whether it be a neckband battery pack, a neck lanyard thing that can hook it to the back of the glasses, or if you like a nose bridge pad or an arm pad type of thing for more secure, tighter fit.
I see. But you won't know whether you need a more secure, tighter fit until you get your glasses. Right?
You're very smart and thinking ahead. So yeah, it's kind of a catch chicken or egg problem, but I guess uh if you have we're also in the process of making like a kind of a mock-up cardboard thing that people can kind of get the feel of what the fit's like, so that can be kind of a replica or model to kind of get a sense of if they're going to be a little too big or you need a tighter fit type of thing.
hmm
And then also if people have tried to use some of the other smart glasses and you find like their medium size is a little too big or loose, then most likely you're gonna need these will be as well.
I see. And then will we be just, would you be getting updates all the time through,
Yes.
and those would be coming in through an app?
Uh, we're still working on details of that, but our goal is to be able to do over-the-air Wi-Fi updates directly to glasses.
Okay. And are there situations where you would need to connect to like your phone's Wi-Fi in order to use one of the features in the glasses if you're not on Wi-Fi?
I'm surprised it's taken this long for this question to be asked. It's a great question. You're very thoughtful and considerate and thinking of all these different scenarios. Yes, so if all the internet needs Wi-Fi, whether it be Wi-Fi your home, office, school, wherever you are, and if you're out and about mobile, you will need to use the Wi-Fi on your phone. So using personal hotspots, or if you have one of those portable hotspot things, you can use Wi-Fi through there. But that's the way we found, given the advanced kind of AI technology and the way we're processing and describing all these things in such detail, it requires Wi-Fi.
Okay, can I clarify what I'm hearing? So if I am using the glasses when I'm out and about, I need to connect it to my phone's Wi-Fi or some
Yes.
other Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Aha. Okay, that's really a big thing. That's interesting. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Great questions.
This is Bob. You might consider providing Vista Center with a pair of your glasses, even an earlier beta set of them, or something that people could come into the Vista Center and at least try them on and get a sense of the fit.
Feel free to pre-order. We don't have enough pairs to, I mean, people who pre-ordered last year are still waiting for theirs, so it's just not going to be, we're trying to fulfill all of those as quickly as possible. And we've had different blindness centers, organizations, and so forth place pre-orders who want to have demo units. So
Gotcha.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a normal answer we give out to other people. But because it's a Vista Center, so as I said at the beginning, like we see Vista Center as our home. So we do plan to come back. Need to coordinate with Ryan and other people who work there. We can do some uh like demo day. We can bring a few glasses. People can come in to Vista Center and try it out. Um, yeah, this is something we can do. But right now, I have to say, the team has been very committed in getting the first shipment. So very likely this is going to happen after we ship the first batch of the devices.
yeah, in terms of demos, we've actually had some people who are connected with the Vista Center to request some sort of demo, and I think we're in the process of trying to organize that person. I think Dawn reached out to somebody at Vista Center to arrange some type of demo, and that's just on my list to part of the challenge is I'm in Oakland East Bay, and then just trying to we set up a demo here at the another blindness sensor in the East Bay. But in terms of proximity, I know Xiaoran and then later on Wasong are kind of closer to Vista Center area, so definitely be able to do a demo day. But in terms of having a dedicated demo unit, I don't know about that's something Xiaoran can figure out with you guys later on, possibly.
Good, thank you. This is Ryan here. I have a question, and a clarifying question. Just for those that are on all varying degrees of the spectrum for vision loss. So I have severe eye myopia. I see 2200 in my right eye, 2400 in my left when I'm corrected with a minus 32.50 contact lens and glasses on top. When I don't have my contacts, there's the clarity is severe loss. So with that, you had said something that these glasses are made for blind people. They don't have a visual screen for low vision users. Can you clarify what these glasses are for? Because most folks that are visually impaired have degrees of vision, right? So wanting just to ensure for our low vision and for our just again all the degrees of vision loss, that this is something for them and how they can use it for what their particular needs are. Yesterday I was trying to find a client's apartment, one building and then two their apartment, and that adds an extra 10-15 minutes and some steps in to actually locate it. And that's how these glasses would help someone with vision. I don't need a screen, but I do need the assistance that this provides. So that would be like a way. So if you could just kind of clarify a little bit about who this is for.
It's for people who are blind or low vision. Yeah, the primary feedback mechanism is through audio. But if you have any things as far as not being able to fully see a scene in detail or read text, or kind of know what people look like or recognize faces, you can assist with any of those things. Or if you need hands-free access to IRB Minds for professional training agent or volunteer, it doesn't necessarily help in the direct way for low vision in terms of having like magnification or zoom or contrast or color filters and things. Um, Actually, Dawn. So yeah, I think Dawn, you're the one. Sorry, I just saw a chat from Dawn. I think Dawn was the one who reached out to us through email and helped us connect with Business Center about doing demo. Um,
Oh, so sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
This is Michelle. I had a quick question. I can't find the raise my hand button for some reason. How waterproof are these? So if I'm wearing these while I'm out and about and I get caught in a major rain shower, rain thing, am I going to have issues with them, or are they going to be waterproof, or am I going to need to have something to keep them dry?
they're water
Thank you.
resistant. I mean, if you're in a typical rain type of thing, it'll be fine. But yeah, if you're in an absolute downpour or shower or tsunami, then I mean, hopefully you have protective rain gear for those situations anyways, and not sure how, so I guess, I mean, they're not waterproof, so like don't go swimming or scuba diving with them.
And try and stay out of tsunamis.
Yeah, and try to be safe. If you got, hopefully your phone or weather service is alerting you to tsunamis, and be safe from those.
Yeah, where I live, I'm in Tennessee and we get regular downpours, and so try not to get caught in them, but it is a possibility. So,
Well, what I would say then, given your situation, you probably already have protective rain gear and you're protected. So I would just like make sure those things are, you try to protect the glasses and yeah,
okay. Thank
Protect
you.
protect it like if it was your phone.
right. Just yeah, they're not
Yeah. Hey, Ryan,
waterproof.
sorry, I want to come back to the question you just asked. Uh, what kind of assistant are you looking for? I said we do not have a display, so we cannot do magnification.
Oh yeah.
But
I was
but we
just I was just clarifying for what Kevin had said earlier that it was made for blind people, not low vision. And so I just wanted to clarify that statement. That's all. It is absolutely made for everybody on the visual.
Yes. Yeah. You don't have
Great.
to be totally blind. Sorry. Yeah, thanks for clarifying that. Low vision and blind.
Yeah, that's all it was. Just that
Yeah,
clarity.
I guess I just wanted to caveat that since we don't have a display, we can't necessarily do any of the like low vision things that some people might be used to, but there are other wearables that do that, like the Patriot Viewpoint, eSight, and other things.
Yeah, the Echo Vision blow these out of the water, by the way.
I know. I personally have used or tried to use eSight and Patriot Viewpoint, and none of those things help me or work for me.
Yeah.
And plus, they're like Patriot Viewpoint's like $3,000 and the eSight's $7,000.
Yeah, this is super crazy. Farhang, we do have one more question here for the team. So go ahead, Farhang. I see that your hand is raised.
Thank you, Ryan. Farhang Yard. All right, Kevin, my question is, does the charge of $595 includes the member subscription to IRA, or we pay a different subscription to IRA?
Thank you for trying to discount the glasses by $4, but they are $5.99. Just want to clarify that. No, so the way the IRA access works is the only subscription we're covering at Giga is the AI services. So every time you ask the AI something or describe something to you, that costs somebody money. And for lifetime as a perk or incentive for people pre-ordering and being early adopter, early supporter of EchoVision, Giga is going to cover the AI service costs for the ownership, the lifetime ownership of you having those EchoVision. As far as IRA goes, the functionality we're providing is to be able to link to your existing IRA account. So however you access your IRA minutes, whether it be a personal or a professional business account, we will link with that and whatever IRA access locations and things like that. I mean, but we have been in talks with IRA and trying to work out some sort of special promo kind of things if people have EchoVision, but those details are not fleshed out and there's nothing. When we have something to announce in that space, we will announce that. But nothing is up
Okay,
yet.
so we do pay for subscription to IRA also separately.
However if you pay for IRA and you have a subscription with them, we'll
I
just
don't
link.
have. I don't have.
Okay. I mean, we're
If you don't have and you normally use other human-based remote assistant services like Be My Eye, we support that as well.
So it is AI that works on these glasses, correct? AI.
We have AI, but I'm saying if you use other human-based remote assistant services, do you use Be My Eyes?
Yes, I use Be My Eye.
Yeah, we support Be My Eyes as well. You do not have to have error if you don't use that before. We show that because there are error fans and they are looking for a device that can support it and no one else can do it. And that's why we're demoing this. But we also support Be My Eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can use the paid for one with IRA, or you can get the volunteer one through Be My Eyes, both on the glasses.
Okay, now you said it uses AI. And you mentioned every time we use AI, there's a charge for it.
For anyone who pre-ordered, yes, our primary focus is AI, to audio describe the visual world. And for anyone who pre-ordered, they don't have to worry about the charge for the AI usage because Agiga, the company, is going to cover the cost of the AI usage.
Okay, and what is the warranty or the guarantee for the glasses? Any warranty period?
Yes, so 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it or you want to send it back for a reason and you want to get a refund, from the time you receive the glasses, you have 30 days, and then 1 year limited kind of manufacturer warranty, 12 months of you receiving it. And then we're also looking into like some sort of care plan for accidental damage.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Great questions.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
This is, oh, sorry, Ryan.
With that, we're actually go ahead, Morgan, real quick.
I was just gonna say, I know we're running out of time. I just wanted to clarify real quick. When you mentioned that there's a 30-day money back guarantee, that's 30 days from when you receive the
Yes,
product, right?
yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Wonderful. With that, we are out of time. We're actually a little over, but we appreciate both of you for your excellent service and the work that you're doing and spending the time with us, Sharon and Kevin. Thank you so much for what you're doing for our community, your passion. It's been wonderful to work with you all over the past year plus and continue to build that relationship. It's really important for our clients and members. And so I just wanted to say thank you for that. With that, we appreciate everyone for joining us today. Remember that we do have Tech It Out the first Friday of every month. And keep an eye out in your inboxes for information coming out for the next one. So with that, thank you everyone for joining us today, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much.
That's a great presentation.
Thank you.